All right. Well, keeping the separation of church and state in mind, how can an Adventist like yourself vote yes on Prop 8?
I think simply by keeping the issue of homosexuality is wrong biblically out of it and looking at it for other reasons as far as rights, as far as what really goes under the wording, the legality issues around it, and just separating it, just simply saying my religious views will not, you know, in any way influence how I am voting. I am looking at the issues from different sides, different ways, looking at the numbers, looking at all kinds of things, except for imposing biblical views on the way I vote. So by voting yes, I am not voting yes because homosexuality is or is not condemned in the Bible.
And Fulton, I assume you're going to vote no. So by keeping church and state, the separation of that in mind, how do you vote no on Prop 8?
Well, I think voting no on Proposition 8 is a vote to keep church and state separate. Most of the people that I've heard argue in favor of Proposition 8 are arguing that the Bible defines marriage as between a man and a woman. It is inappropriate to force our particular interpretation of the Bible on other people. I've mentioned to other people that when I was born, my father, who was black, and my mother, who was white, their marriage would have been illegal in 17 states. And that was usually rationalized on the basis that the Bible condemned interracial marriage. It was wrong to impose a biblical view on interracial marriage then. I think it's wrong to impose that on homosexual marriage today.
And, okay, as young people, as college students, as young Adventists, why should we even care?
Well, as a young college student and a young Adventist, I think it's very important to vote and to let your issues be known. You know, you don't have to go telling everybody, I voted for so-and-so or I voted for this, but just so that you know where you're grounded, where your stance is, whether you've chosen to take some of your parents' views, whether you've taken some of the views that you've learned about in college, some of the views that you've been taught in church, or deny them all and just come up with your own views, just so that you can help to identify yourself as who you are as a person, take a stance and decide, this is who I am, this is who I want to be. That may change, but right now, this is how I feel, and this is how I think, and I think it's important to get your identity and to you know, just say it and to say, like, this is what I believe in, because it's important to have, you know, continuity, to have, you know, a thread of thought, and just be like, this is who I am as a person.
Yeah, I really agree with that. I think that's what we're about here at PUC, is to educate young people who are going to be responsible citizens in this community. We can agree, we can disagree. Obviously, I disagree with Cristina, but I'm very inspired to see her so energized about this, so thoughtful about it. She's articulated her point of view. We can engage in debate, sometimes vigorous debate, but it's in the process of discussing and debating, agreeing and disagreeing, that we better understand ourselves and each other. We each of us have a responsibility. I think it's a sacred responsibility to educate ourselves about the issues and then to go out and vote. That's how we contribute to our community.
Wow, that is the beauty of democracy, for you to have your opinion, you to have your opinion, and yet you can sit in the same room without attacking each other physically. And
it's not over yet.
Yeah, it's not. After when the cameras go off, no holds barred cage match. But I think that's what America is all about, for you to voice your opinion as a young Adventist or an old Adventist or a young person with no relation to Adventism at all. So November 4th, Tuesday. What's happening?
Okay, the Social Work Forum's also going to be picking up people shuttling over to the poll stations. So from 11 to 2 in front of the cafeteria, there will be shuttles provided. So if you're registered at the local poll station, please come and we'll drive you over there. And just to kind of, I think it's a beautiful thing to be able to see Cristina and a professor dialogue and talk and just kind of form opinions. And I know a lot of us have questions, and I would encourage everyone to talk to each other, talk to your friends, and also don't be afraid to ask your professors, because obviously they appreciate and are energized by your questions, and I think that's an awesome way to learn as well. So how cool to be on an Adventist campus and have people teach you new things, even in their disagreement. I think that's cool.
So thanks for watching PUC-Cast. Go check out a video on YouTube. Look up 5 Friends About Voting.
Yeah.
Check that out and go decide for yourself on all these propositions. Thanks so much for... What?
The mail-in ballot,
don't
forget.
Absentee ballot. Don't forget that as well. So thanks for watching. And when it comes to voting on November 4th, Tuesday, get yours.